Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are Ferrari Challenge today in Project Cars 2. We're in the 488 around Imola. It's going to be we have a spinner on the first corner already. I'm starting last in Imola, and yeah, the idea is to see how far we can get up the grid in this 10-minute race. So it's approximately going to be sort of maybe about 6 to 7 laps. And yeah, we'll just see what we can do. So obviously in VR mode, as you can see, so hopefully they won't make people too sick, but not really gaining too much on the individuals. We're all obviously equal make at the moment, still really struggling to get anywhere as we come up to the top of the circuit. Just gonna try, yeah, oh no, oh yeah. Okay, we've got to try and get past the red 488. We're struggling a bit. I think the first corner and the first sort of lap is just trying to get an understanding of the car. Starting from the rear, it's quite difficult to. It's sort of first time I've sort of driven them to get an idea of braking. You know, these aren't GT3 cars, so the braking's completely different as you go through the chicane. Still not really gaining too much in front of us at the moment. We're going to be dropping down the hill. There's quite a bit of understeer here. Can't quite, yeah, you can see this there now, struggling a bit on the brakes. Get it to turn in. And then we're just going to come on to the start finish straight here. I'm already going to say this now. I do miss the old circuit. The cut right into like this sort of chicane just before the start finish straight. I do miss that as we nearly go into the back of the car ahead of us. It's not really gaining too much on speed, as you can see. Coming into the chicane here, braking straight down the inside, very late on the brakes. Oh, can we take the yellow? No, nearly got alongside the yellow, but our acceleration out of that corner is a lot better. And unfortunately, we just weren't able to get the run on the yellow 488 ahead of us. As we're now going to go up to the left-hander before going up the hill. We're going to try and get down the inside, which we've managed to do. Hand off the steering wheel, but as we sort of accelerate away, the rear end gets a bit lively. As we pop going up to the highest point of the circuit, and then we're coming up to another red 488. We'll get, whoa, okay, right. So we nearly lost the rear end there. That, yeah, nearly completely overtook us. The acceleration, clearly we've not really got a huge amount of traction control going on, which means that acceleration wise we've really got to get the car sort of in a straight line before we can accelerate too hard. We jump across the curbs, going slightly a bit wide on the right hand side there, dropping down the hill, losing a bit of time now to those cars ahead of us. We're certainly making up a bit more time in the braking, but no, oh come on, no, crap. So there was me saying about how we were monitoring the acceleration, and it seems the car's got away from us. That's not going to be good, not at all. So coming up to the end of lap 2, we are pretty much back to where we started, with only a couple of cars behind us. That's not going to be good. So we've got to get back past the yellow car and start all over again. But you can see I'm just working away at the wheel now, really struggling. I mean, sort of acceleration wise, if you can sort of accelerate hard and you on a straight line, the car's there. But when you're sort of turning as you try to accelerate, it's just the rear is just not planted at all. So we're going to try and get back up to this group of cars. Going to have to start this all over again, but hopefully I'm learning now that clearly you've just got to feather the throttle, and there's not too much. They're just not stable like a GT3 car, so there's not a huge amount of acceleration that you can do. Trying to work out where the best opportunity is to pass these guys. Taking a lot of curbing, probably a bit too much for the stewards there, but every little helps at the moment. This chicane here, always been an issue because you can't take too much sausage curb, and certainly when it comes to, okay, I'm slightly taking the limit there a bit really on the curbing, but you can't take too much. As we drop down the hill again, got quite a bit of braking going on, but we're certainly gaining back up to these guys. Acceleration's great, top speed we're kind of matching, but we're not getting a huge amount of slipstream. So we start at the end of lap 3. Let's have a look how much we're gaining on them now. Yeah, see, we're not gaining too much, but certainly around braking, coming up here, before I brake, see, massive amount, we've gained a lot there, taking quite a bit of curbing, car getting a slightly bit unsettled, again running a bit wide, but we can't get the undercut. Could try going down the inside here, but no, we're not going to do that. Taking a bit more curbing, the grid really slowing up there, which has put me on the back foot. See the inside, so the inside of that corner there seems to be the place to pass. Back up the hill. Got quite a long line ahead of us now, which is going to play into our hands, because if we can get a couple of cars a lap, that's going to certainly jack us up the leaderboard a bit. This part of the track I'm not so confident at. Get a bit of curb in there, sort of straighten out the car as we go back up the hill. And then we come into the chicane here. Gaining on the green 488 ahead of us. But now we probably might be able to sneak it down the inside. We've got a bit of a run on him. See if we can do it. Nah, they're quite good on braking on this part. Bit wary about losing the rear end. We've got a quite decent acceleration out of that one. We might be able to pass him if we can somehow. He's being a bit okay. So bit close, but he's still in there. In fact, oh look, he's got the speed on us. Try and outbrake him. Oh, okay, right. Nearly clobbered the back of the blue 488. We've managed to keep that position, but probably the braking was a bit too late. Really, yeah. Down the inside. Oh, okay, so we're starting to make some progress now. Starting to feel the car a bit more, getting to understand where I'm best placed. And now we've got a black 488 with a bit of red on it. Back up the hill. See what we can do. This part of the circuit, not too bad. Having a quick look. Ooh, tiny bit of a nudge there. See if we can try and get some time coming out of here. But yeah, taking a lot of curbing, But we're not gonna, let's be honest, we're not gonna do anything now for the rest of the lap, I wouldn't have thought. AI taking a lot more curbing there. They got better acceleration out of the corner. As we drop down the hill again. AI having a look at each other, but we've kind of got back our time a bit. Taking a bit of curbing, but the car's slightly getting a bit unsettled again. So we're sort of coming around for another lap, but we've gained a bit of time. We've lost those behind us, but certainly now we're getting to the point of we're really going to have to think of ways that we're going to be able to pass these guys. Obviously, I'm quite strong into this corner here. The car. As soon as you clip those inside curbing, the car gets very unsettled. So let's try and work it out. So we've got these couple of corners here. So we can, he didn't see that one coming. We snuck down the inside. He's alongside us now. He's settled back out behind us now. So Cleared that one. Now we've got a couple of white 488s to get past. We're a lot closer this time around, so we'll see where we can do this. Not really got the racing line there. You can see I'm just fighting the wheel a lot of the time. But this is so much fun. Down the inside, nice and easy. Didn't really see that coming. That's one white 488 gone. Now we've just got one more to do. Yeah, these are just, you know, so much fun. The driving, they really do give you a lot to think about. Probably taking a bit too much of the outside of the track there. Drop down the hill again. But yeah, you're just constantly fighting, but the competitiveness of all these cars is just absolutely great. Coming up to start another lap. Difficult to say which position I'm in at the moment in VR mode. And that is it.